Hello everyone, it is March 11th, 2024 here in Texas. I saw something at one of our distribution centers there in Fort Worth, Texas that happened today from a driver that did not do the proper things. We get in a rush and we miss critical steps. So let's look at what happened. And let's look at how the way to make sure it don't happen to you. If this driver would have took another 2 to 5 minutes and verified things, this wouldn't happen. Quick learning video. This is what happens when you don't check. It's a way to say, I just dropped this trailer here. This quick way to show I'm unhooked. Arm is out. Locking jaws are open. Unfortunately, this driver over here did not check all that, and he dropped his trailer. This tow truck's been here for quite a while trying to pick it up. The guy who dropped the trailer is over there in the blue Kenworth or Freightliner. But let's show you the proper way when I go across the street and grab an empty. Show you the proper way to make sure you're hooked, so something like that don't happen to you. Okay, as you saw, the trailer's on the ground, so he's damaged landing gear that has to be totally replaced. There was one wrecker there, and that one wrecker was not big enough to pick up that trailer, loaded or not. I have a feeling it was probably loaded, so that's an issue. They're gonna have 2 wreckers at that location to pick that trailer up to get him back on underneath his trailer. He could have done other damage to that trailer because when it bounced, I'm sure it bounced hard. It was already on the ground. The wrecker was there when I pulled up to the guardhouse, so I didn't see him drop it. All I know is what I saw afterwards, and that wrecker was there for a while trying to pick it up by itself. That wrecker is not big enough, and it's not a rotator to be able to pick that trailer up. He needed 2 wreckers or 2 big forklifts to pick that trailer up. So let's see the right way to hook a trailer up. You can see the locking jaws is open. This is on a Freightliner. Our Kenworths and Volvos have different fifth wheels. Well, let's show you when I hook up to a trailer. I gotta find an empty. It's getting dark here in Texas. I did not show verifying the height of the trailer in fifth wheel. I found an empty. I backed under it just enough underneath the trailer to make sure the height was correct. My kingpin was lined with my fifth wheel. You can move the trailer over to the left to the right a little bit by having the truck that way, but making sure my kingpin will not go over my fifth wheel and doing damage to the truck's fairings. That has happened. I have before gone out and looked and like something don't feel right, and my fifth wheel kingpin was actually on top of the fifth wheel on the side, so I had to drop the airbags, pull back out, back under, raise the airbags to verify the height was correct. Luckily, Tyson has the air switch to raise the airbags. But like I said, I did not show this portion of hooking up on this trailer. Luckily, I drive a truck that has airbag raise. This is a 2024 Freightliner. You see the light right there. Like I said, it's dusk now. arrow up. You push that, it raises your air suspension. That makes it easier to hook up the trailer. Let's go outside. Airbags raised, as you can see, my hand. My trusty flashlight. My air. Quick intermission right here on our talking about Tyson Foods. Our Kenworth and Volvos has a different style fifth wheel. They have a bolt in the front center that sticks out when the jaws are open and are against the fifth wheel when they're closed. Freightliners does not have that front bolt, but in the back of the fifth wheel itself, the opening is wider. You can look at my previous videos about fifth wheels and see the difference. But this is a Freightliner 2024 here at Tyson Foods. Handle is in. But do I trust that? No. What I trust is using that flashlight and actually visually checking that locking jaws. And it's what you're seeing right there, that bar goes across the fifth wheel, the latch. That is what holds a tractor trailer's trailer to the truck on the fifth wheel. It's that one little teeny latch. Maybe next time you won't ride beside a truck for miles on miles like that. Just one little teeny, yeah, it's a strong metal, but that one little bar right there is what holds that trailer onto the truck. Yeah. So I have raised the landing gear after climbing under and verifying my locking jaws. See how high my airbags are to the trailer. Let's drop them back down to normal height. Normal height, so drop them down to normal height. There's normal height. And there's normal height. I gotta slide my tandems. Kick tires. And then light some fires, get out of here. Pull the pins. In. So you can see the tandems all the way to the rear. Lights. Dirty trailer. And lights. Yeah. Pin in. All right, I can slide the tandems. Then come back out and make sure the pins are set. So, make sure you do your stuff on your drivers. Airbags are in. Trailer back brake is out. I still, even visually inspecting the fifth wheel, I still do a tug test. So if that driver would have got out when he backed under that trailer, if his airbags didn't raise all the way up or not, he could have visually checked the bar itself and see if it's in or out, and he could have crawled under there. Yeah, it's a lot easier running a Tyson truck with the airbags raised up to verify that locking jaws. That's what they call that little bar. It's a locking jaw. That's what holds the trailer to the fifth wheel, to the truck. It's that locking jaws. So if you looked under if you saw the video where at that last clip while I'm looking under the, kicking the tires and look under, you see all the frame rails. I'm sure that driver, when he dropped that trailer, damaged a lot of those frame rails. Probably broke some rivets. Busted out the landing gear, that's a fact. He could have damaged the kingpin, because that just sticks down, what, 3 feet in from the trailer. It just sticks down, kingpin. So, who knows how much damage he actually did to that trailer by having it drop like that. Like I said, he probably, maybe going 5 miles an hour when he dropped that trailer. He probably broke his airlines on his, from his truck to the trailer. You know? So that he probably damaged his, and broke his airlines, his pigtail. He dropped the trailer. It's going to be at least 1 to 2 wreckers, probably 2 wreckers. He messed up the distribution center for who knows how long until they got that trailer moved. All those trailers around that docks, they can't move. They can't put in. They can't take out. Because that trailer is across the aisle right there. So, we get in a rush and we try to skip things. But there's things you have to do. You got to make sure you're hooked to that trailer. Shit happens. That driver could have lost his job by doing that. Some companies, you drop a trailer, you're gone. Because you didn't do your job and make sure you're hooked to that trailer. I visually check and I actually do a tug test, as you saw in my video. I did not show you banking under the trailer and getting out and making sure my fifth wheel and my trailer height was correct. I did not show that, but I did it. It was getting dark. I was wanting to do what the little clips I did. As you can see, the sun was dropping. Time change is great, but don't be like this driver. And if this driver sees this video, I'm not making fun of you. I'm just using this as an example. Things can happen if you're in a rush. Y'all have a great day. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. Thumb up this video. And thank you for watching. Do your quick 2 minutes and verify you're hooked to a trailer before you tug it. Do a tug test also. Now, drivers have been known to pull fifth wheels at rest areas, truck stops, and such and such. All you have to do is look at that bar on the side of that trailer, on that fifth wheel. Is it pulled? And do a tug test. Little tips of the trade. Y'all have a great one.